coming towards the end of the season. Welcome back, everybody, by the way. And
it was not our best
pretty
week.
ugly week last week, huh?
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, it was not a lot of fun. We lost to the Pistons on Friday. Definitely should have won that game.
Yes.
I blame that one a lot on the refs. They were making a lot of bullshit calls, not giving the Suns calls, calling all these crazy penalties for the Pistons. Like,
He was at that game.
it was some bullshit. Yeah, I was at that game. It was Devin Booker bobblehead night, so there was a small win in the loss. We got that. But
Derrick Rose kind of went off, too.
he did. And you know who else went off that pissed me off? Brandon fucking Knight. That bum was here for years, getting tons of money from the Suns, never played, was always hurt, fucking was garbage when he did play, but then he comes back on the Pistons and kicks our ass. Like, what's up with that?
He was the one that tweeted that he doesn't want to be here, right?
No, that was Bledsoe.
Oh, yeah.
Bloody.
I always get those guys mixed up.
Yeah. Bledsoe's on the Bucks. He's actually doing good, but
That's right.
fuck Brandon Knight. And then on Saturday, we followed that game up with an even more embarrassing
That was
loss
the worst loss of the
to
season.
the fucking Warriors, who had no one on their team. Half the guys were 10-day contracts. Marquise Chris was there. Dragon Bender started at fucking center, and they whooped our ass. It was
Dragon
just
Bender, dude. He's
embarrassing.
a Suns legend.
It was so embarrassing, dude. I was upset by that game. And then on Tuesday, last night, they lost to the Raptors in an even more embarrassing fashion by leading them for 3 quarters and then blowing it in the 4th. It was embarrassing as fuck. Honestly, the Suns have tested my faith this week.
How do they explain this, Ryan?
I don't know how to explain it, dude.
I mean,
I think that
Getting
it's best
smoked
summed
by
up.
these 2 crappy teams and then at least being up on Toronto.
It best is explained by what Mikal Bridges said after the loss to the Warriors. He said mentality was weak. Everybody on the team, including himself. But if there's one small positive to take away from this week, it's that in Oubre's absence, Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson have both stepped up pretty big at the forward position and done pretty well. But like Mikal said, mentality was just weak. It was bad.
Warriors loss is the worst loss of the season. That's like
Oh yeah, that was super
that's the sign
embarrassing,
right
dude.
there.
We lost to a G League team basically.
Making playoffs is gonna be. It's gonna take a little.
It's gonna take some
pinch of
help.
luck to get there.
It's
this
gonna
year.
take some help
Especially
from
with
other
Gobert,
teams.
man. I mean,
Yeah.
should we fire up the tank now, or should we keep it going?
I mean, the tank won't even help because of the way they switched up the draft lottery. I mean,
That's true.
even if we come in even worse than we're at now, it doesn't really help our odds.
That's true. And maybe we'll have a little
And
bit of
this
luck,
draft
too.
class is weak. I wouldn't tank for anybody that's in this draft class.
Since we got screwed in last year's, maybe it was just saving our luck
Yeah,
this
maybe.
year. You know,
Yeah,
we can hope.
it was a bad week, man. Moving on though, here's the standings for the Eastern Conference. The Bucks got handed a loss by the Miami Heat, who I've said is one of the few teams that can probably hang with them in the Eastern Conference playoffs. So that was a good sign. And other than that, the East looks pretty much the same.
How do you think it's gonna shape out so far? Obviously, Bucks will.
I mean,
smoke the Magic,
I don't
but-
think it's too bold to say that those 8 teams are going to be the playoff teams.
Well, I'm
Because look
talking
how
about
far
right
behind
now.
Washington is. They're not close to catching that 8 seed.
I'm saying in the first round. I think you're right about those. That's
Oh,
the 8 teams.
if that's the first round right there, the 1 through 4 win. No one's getting upset.
Yeah, you're right. I agree.
Hmm.
How many games would it take for the Celtics to beat the 76ers?
6,
Yeah, that's
maybe
good.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
5 or 6. The Sixers are not as good as they've been in the past. If anything, they've taken a step back this year. And then in the West, the Clippers have snuck into that 2 seed, taking it from the Nuggets, who the Nuggets got stunned last night by the Warriors as well, which was pretty crazy, in Denver. Everything else is holding pretty steady. I don't think the 8 seed is decided yet. I mean, Memphis is doing a good job of fighting off the pack, but
Look at the Kings.
there's a
sticking
few
out.
teams, the Kings, the Spurs, the Pelicans, the Blazers, and us are all in the hunt. So the only teams that are truly out is the Wolves and the Warriors. So the Western Conference race is going to be pretty exciting.
What happened to the Wolves, man? They were good at the start of the season.
Were they, though? They've only won 18 games.
Yeah, but I mean, they started off hot. I think they
They
did.
traded away
And
Wiggins.
then they lost like 15 straight or something like that.
Yeah.
Wiggins.
I think it's good that they're
The
not doing
Wiggins
it.
went from
The
second
fact that the
14 to
Wolves
15.
suck is a really good thing because then hopefully Booker won't want to go there to be with D'Lo and
Oh, yeah,
Cash because
true.
they're so fucking bad.
Well,
They're worse off than
leaving,
we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so there's been a few interesting things going on in the league this week. One has been the beef between Giannis and Harden, which kind of started up out of nowhere. I don't know who fired the first shots, but Harden was saying that he wishes he was 7 foot tall and could just run in and dunk every time because it takes no skill. Basically saying that Giannis shouldn't be the front runner for MVP. I kind of disagree with that. Giannis is very, very good. He does the defense thing very well. He's developed a shot. I
Giannis
think
is
Harden
MVP
was
this
being
season.
mean.
The Bucks are just too good this season. I think that this year definitely Harden or Giannis deserves the MVP, but last year it was kind of a toss up, and I was actually leading towards Harden last year.
I was Team Harden last year as well,
And you know what I
but
think?
this year
started
it's clear cut Giannis.
So I heard that, or I saw online that while Giannis was accepting or doing his MVP speech last year, the Rockets were tweeting out like facts about why Harden should have been the MVP, and I guess that he was like giving an emotional speech. So like he's probably pissed about that. So he started taking shots at Harden because he was saying like when they were drafting the All-Star teams,
Yeah.
and he was saying
Oh,
like,
he didn't pick
could
Harden on
somebody
purpose?
pass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this has been a long brewing beef, but it's
Yeah.
finally coming to a head, and it's exciting. I hope they play each other a few more times before the end of the season. Maybe get to
they'll be
see
in the
some
finals,
words
you know?
exchanged. I mean,
It's
the
possible.
Bucks have a pretty good path to the finals. I don't know about the Rockets. They have not been great since small ball. Harden has actually been doing pretty, he's dropped off since small ball. Russ has been the actual, points leader on the team since they got rid of the centers.
Dude, it works for him so well because when Russ was in OKC, they never had 3-point shooters, and they'd always have big dudes clogging the lane. And now that everybody's spread out, just the way that
And Russ loves to
plays.
drive the lane.
yeah, so
That's
it,
his
it
thing.
works out well for him. I
And
think it's good to have an enemy too. So maybe they're
True.
just kind of doing it to
They're fueling each other, yeah.
motivate
That
themselves.
internal fire. And then there was another small beef this week between Trae Young and Trevor Ariza. If you didn't see it, Trae Young was bringing up the ball, and he did his classic nutmeg move on Trevor Ariza, and Trevor Ariza decided to go for the hard foul double forearm to the face, which I very much disagree with. I think that was a bitch move by Ariza. If you're gonna get beat on defense, yeah, but if you're gonna get embarrassed on defense, just get embarrassed. Don't go trying to start a fight over it.
But that's why I'm saying he reacted like this. He got smoked by the young guy, and
Yeah, but that's no reason to fucking double forearm to the face.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Hard fouls are lame. Technical difficulties, sorry folks.
We'll cut this.
Yeah, I just don't agree with it. Trevor Ariza needs to chill out. All right, this isn't the park. This isn't a pickup game.
Technical difficulties, folks.
Sorry about that.
Cox decided to.
Yeah, if you live in
Cox
Phoenix,
there.
go CenturyLink over Cox. Cox is the fucking worst.
CenturyLink sucks too, but
We need a third internet provider here in the valley, please. If
Yeah.
anyone can make that happen, please help us out.
yeah. But all right, yeah. Summary: Trevor Ariza
Bitch
got his
made.
ass smoked by the young guy.
And he was
Was
upset about it.
embarrassed.
Yeah.
Pulled the bitch move.
But if you're gonna get embarrassed, just get embarrassed. Don't go fighting about it. That just proves even more that you got embarrassed.
Yep.
Moving on. The one other small good thing about this week for the Suns was that our sweet prince Devin Booker
Sweet Prince.
got his first tattoo, which I've been waiting for a while for. Back in September of 2017, he tweeted out a picture of him where someone edited sleeves onto both arms, and he just tweeted that out with the eyeball emoji, And so I've been waiting forever for him to get tatted.
Is he gonna get fully tatted up?
I hope so. Or I hope he goes one arm like JJ Redick, just one sleeve.
Who's got the best tattoos in the league?
I think D'Lo.
Okay.
I like D'Angelo Russell's tattoos. Or Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre has some pretty good ones.
Who's got the worst tattoos in the league?
Marquise and Markieff Morris.
Oh, don't they have matching?
Yeah, they have the exact
that's
same
so
tattoos.
weird.
That is so weird. Who does that? I know you're
Pretty
twin
twin.
brothers and everything, but that's strange, man. I don't know about them.
I'd like to nominate Mike Scott. You know him with the
Yeah.
tattoos. I don't like those ones.
Yeah, those are pretty bad as well. So this is a pair of shoes that Kobe signed for Booker during their first game. And right down here he wrote, "Be legendary." And so Devin went and got that handwriting, and he got it tattooed on his arm, "Be legendary."
That's
And
cool.
so hopefully for the rest of the year, he starts dropping 30 and 40 left and right, just honoring Kobe. I mean, Kobe was his idol, and then he was his mentor. And so Devin's been pretty upset ever since the passing of Kobe Bryant. And I hope this kind of helps him a little bit, you know?
Fuel the fire.
Yeah, exactly. And he unveiled it last night against Toronto, and that was super exciting. I was screaming at my TV.
It's a good game too.
What else we got? Steph's gonna be back soon.
Yeah, Steph's coming back
He
tomorrow.
was practicing with the G League Warriors
Against
team.
the, Raptors.
Yeah, I don't think he still gives them that good a shot to win. I mean, the Raptors are pretty good.
Just get some game reps back in, I think.
Yeah, I guess.
Clay's out. For
I
the
think-
season.
Yeah, exactly. I think Curry should have just sat out the rest of the season. There's only like a month left. He's really like putting himself at risk to re-injure his hand or injure something else when they should just go into the offseason and come back next year strong. But, I mean, he wants to play, so I guess he should. And
I
poor
miss Curry,
Draymond is out
too.
there alone, so
I
he
hated
needs some help.
Curry. I hated not him, but like I hated the Warriors.
I hate Curry, the food. Sucks.
Well, yeah, me too. But, I think that the NBA just misses Curry too, so
Yeah, I
it'll be
guess.
cool to have him back.
Yeah. Yeah, we need next year. Hopefully, the league is all the
Dude,
way
it's
healthy.
gonna
We
be
get Kyrie
sick.
and everybody.
Yeah, that's gonna be sick.
Yeah, next year will be a good year. The Suns coming up have 2 games against the Portland Trailblazers. One here, one at Portland, and then a game here against Milwaukee sandwiched in between.
That's really, I think, the way to save the season. We got to win both games against the Blazers.
Yeah, because they're above us in the standings. That would gain us some really good ground. And I mean, the fun thing about the game here on Friday against Portland is that Dame Lillard is expected to get the biggest standing ovation ever for an opposing player in Phoenix. Because if you remember, when he got injured right before All-Star break, he said that Booker should take his spot. And like he was one of Booker's biggest advocates for getting him into All-Star game. So the fans in Phoenix are very, very thankful to Dame Lillard, and we're probably going to cheer for him pretty hard. I don't think he's going to be playing though. I think he's still hurt. But I mean, when he walks out, it's going to go nuts.
Yeah, that's cool by him.
But yeah, if we can take both those games, that'll be huge. Milwaukee's going to be tough, but we are one of the few teams to beat them this year. So, I mean, if we could double up and join that list twice, that would be huge as well. And we need Memphis to lose. We need Memphis to lose some games so we can catch that 8 seed.
Say we don't make the playoffs. What position are we gonna need to get
In the
in
draft,
the draft?
I don't know, man. I'd have to examine the draft class further. I don't really like this draft class. There's no superstars like Zion or like, I mean,
It's got to be a couple surprises. I mean, but
hopefully, but we'll have to wait a few more weeks for the tournament to find out who's there. I would be super happy if we drafted Remy Martin, ASU guy, keep him local. That would be fun. Yeah, I don't really know. I just don't want to be a lottery pick. There's not that good of
Yeah.
players out there. I'd rather make the playoffs.
Well, of course,
I want to make the playoffs, man.
it's crunch time right now.
It is. Season's winding down. There's a little over a month left.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's been a long
Do you know how
season.
many games it is? What do we got?
I don't know.
It was like 27 last week. About 25-ish.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
There's like 20
20,
games left.
25
Yeah.
games. Cool.
20 games left. We're on the home stretch here. We got to close out the season good. Even if we don't make the playoffs, we got to be in contention until the end. We got to keep it close.
I mean, we knew it was going to be tough without Oubre, too. But I mean, look at the
that one
Kings.
still
Kings
hurts.
sneaking their way up. So
Yeah, with no Bagley.
if they can do it, we can do it. Because
I
we're
agree.
better than them.
Yeah, exactly. We shouldn't be behind the Kings in the standings.
Yeah.
That's bad. We fell pretty hard in the standings. I don't like it. But-
Injuries, really.
Yeah, well, we went over that pretty in depth last week. When
Yeah.
the Suns are healthy, they can run with the best teams in the league. But when we're riddled with injuries and bullshit suspensions, we're not as good, obviously. Is what it is, man.
Yeah.
As
Oh,
this
cool.
famous saying in Phoenix goes, for all 4 of the sports teams here, there's always next year. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I mean, it is what it is. We love our Suns either way. And we know
Next
that our
year
sweet
is
Prince
the year.
Devin Booker will lead us to the promised land eventually.
Sweet Prince.
Sweet Prince.
Take us there, Sweet Prince.
He's the king.
All right.
We gotta give him the keys to the city so he stays.
Yeah. No, dude. Oklahoma City gave Kevin Durant the keys to the
True that, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, tell me what you saw about ESPN and why they're
yeah.
on the Lakers cock so hard.
I don't remember. This is why I don't like the Lakers too, because their ESPN's like Google baby. But I don't remember the exact numbers, but I think that they tweeted about Alex Caruso like
Bum ass Alex
I
Caruso.
think it's like 170
6
times.
points a game, Alex Caruso.
But Shea Gilgeous Alexander on OKC, the kid who's like going off right now.
He's amazing. He should maybe be most improved player of the year, but it's a tough contest with Ingram and Siakam
Yeah.
and all them.
He's got a bigger role, but I mean like.
But he's good. He's a
nasty.
second-year player in OKC. He's a Kentucky Wildcat. He's really good, and they're not
averaging,
giving him any credit. They don't give Ayton any credit, even though he's been having a career year. He's putting up Shaq-type numbers, and they don't even talk about it.
Even Booker, dude. They hardly mention
ESPN,
Booker.
ESPN never talks about Booker.
Yeah.
They don't talk about the Suns at all. They're trying to keep us in the dark. The NBA deep state is trying to keep us down. Shout out Baines fan club. He's the one that put me onto this theory. They're trying to keep us down. They don't want us to return to those Nash Stoudemire era where the Suns are one of the best teams in the league. They don't want it. The league can't handle it, dude. You can't handle it if we're good.
They'll see.
They
I
will
mean,
see.
eventually they'll have no choice but to talk about it. So.
They'll see one day. Also, congrats to Tim Duncan. Got his first win as a head coach. He filled in for Greg Popovich
Oh, no way.
a few days ago. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah,
1-0, baby. 1-0.
Nice.
So,
So yeah.
yeah, man, that's our show this week. Like we said, the season's wrapping up, so there's going to be less and less to talk about every week until playoffs hit, and then it's going to get really exciting. And, just tell us what you think we should talk about. Give us some comments, like, subscribe, send us an email, whatever,
Text us.
Yeah, all that good stuff. It's all in the description below.
Let's ride it out, boys. We got
20
a month or
games.
so left. Finish it up strong, and we'll see you as the 8th seed.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
So from all of us here at Rising Phoenix, have a great week.
Thanks, guys.